At the southern tip of the Chesapeake Bay, EA Sports brings you coverage of the National Football League from Virginia Beach here in the Commonwealth of Virginia. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Black Knights of Virginia Beach. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Hey, 73.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Hurts. And that'll be incomplete. When you look at this defense, there are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed they went right into the game plan, attack them early, see if they're going to play any better, and if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they're going to give you up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. Swift is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Running again with Barkley on second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Out of the gun now on third down. Rolling to his right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Barkley, inside handoff, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You look at this Eagle defense. They were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game,
did.
right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There haven't been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Oh, big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're going to try and throw. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go play action with Hurts. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
6-0 our score after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles. From the 23, this is 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. Here is 3rd and 5. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chip in. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll set up to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And here's Rodgers on the return. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. Back to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football, because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Now a 1st down throw complete downfield. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. 2nd and 11 now. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his 1st season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Oh, that's a nice job of clearing space in the middle of the field for your tight end. He's going to start behind the line and run an angle route, hoping to kind of get lost in the middle of the field. And this is put right on him, and he's able to pick up a 1st down.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 30-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. Fighting, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. He'll look to throw. Now this thrown deep for Slayton. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They take over 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Touchdown! A.J. Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime. This time, the extra point up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game.
Black Knights, nothing.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard, facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
They go with the empty set there, 5 receivers in the formation. Normally, you want to have a running back in to block, but in this case, he's lined up to the right, and he ends up getting the football. A lot of confusion caused defensively, and it turns into a big play.
They'll look to throw now on first down. This is caught by Robinson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up
second down and a little more than a yard here. Back to throw again. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Black Knights are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Swift going to try up the middle. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They run the option here on first and 10. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Hurts to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Still going. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles are able to add on to that lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here. Barkley to about the 40-yard line. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync,
Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
They'll look to throw here. Dancing to his left. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 17 yards there on third down as they pick up a 1st and 10.
Virginia Beach. First down.
It's Barkley on the counter. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Eagles are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
On the tackle. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
One quarter remains here in Week 16. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. Play action. Here's Hurts. That is caught. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
And an Eagle 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he works free. 47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 42-yard line.
Hurts. On the move to his left. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a 1st. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This is caught, and he'll be out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Great.
They'll run with Swift. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Eagles stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
This offense so far on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there on third down. 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A first down carry for Barkley. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Saquon Barkley. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Black Knights get a bit closer. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Once again, it's Swift to the 27-yard line. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On second down, Swift. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Out of the gun now on third down. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They run with Barkley on first down, and he gets about 5 out of it. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
He was brought down by Darius Slay.
2nd and 5. Forced out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 31-yard line.
13 yards. That's good for a away. First and 10 at the 31.
Back to throw here. They'll roll him out right. That ball caught by Slayton. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick, and the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it would seem as if their three-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start first and 10. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. That one looks like he'll throw here. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety.
Well, 2 snaps ago, I don't think anyone thought a safety was on the table, yet it happened. They caught him on back-to-back plays breaking through the line. No amount of evading was going to save him from a sack on either play, and on the last one, he ran too deep into the end zone to set up the safety.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. And a division game is usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory. Oh, yeah, that flight home will be good.
So for Philadelphia, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12.